Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today is Wednesday, January the 20th, and today we are going heavy. 5 series of 5 reps of deadlift. Let's start from our first group, the upper body athletes. If you are familiar with the use of a strap, today I encourage you to use it. So basically, we will use a strap on our impaired side and we will attach it, let's say, to our shoulder if we have an amputation at our shoulder level, and to the barbell. And we're gonna lift the barbell from the ground to our hips. There is one very important thing to pay attention, the length of the strap. As I already mentioned, if we have an amputation at our shoulder level, we have to be sure that the length of the strap is the same length of our non-impaired side. When we are on the barbell, we want to stay perfectly balanced. We don't want this situation. So don't forget the length of the strap. Second group, lower body athletes. Lower body athletes are athletes who have an impairment in the lower body portion. So let's say maybe an amputation above the knee. And usually these athletes live and train with a prosthesis. So today I have 2 modifications to suggest. First one, a wider stance. Usually when we perform a deadlift, our feet are below our hips. What I suggest here is that our feet are no longer below our hips, but a little bit wider. This is gonna be much easier. Second modification, a reduced range of motion. We're gonna lift the barbell to our hips and we're gonna perform our descent, but we're gonna stop below the knee. And then we're gonna coming back to our hips. So the barbell is not gonna touch the ground. Third and last group, seated athletes. A further distinction here in this group has to be made. We have seated athletes with hip function and seated athletes with less to no hip function. For the seated athletes with hip function, what I suggest is the seated deadlift. Let me show you the movement. I'm gonna use a PVC pipe and a bench. The bench could be a chair or a wheelchair. Here's the movement. The barbell is gonna start from the ground. I'm gonna lift forward. I'm gonna grab it. And I'm gonna lift my torso in a straight position. Don't forget active shoulders and lumbar curve maintained. The second group, seated athletes with less to no hip function. If you remember, last time in Nate's video, we discussed the kettlebell side bends, kettlebell or dumbbell. So basically, we will grab one side of the chair and we will bend on one side and coming back in a straight position. So this is what I suggest for seated athletes with less to no hip function. And maybe we can increase the number of reps. So 5 series, 10 reps per side. So these are my suggestions for today, and I hope you found it useful, and see you next time. Bye!